poison, God will purge you this afternoon. I can't hear your amen. In fact, when we start praying, don't wait for me to give you altar call. If you are eating poison, you come out here. And God will help us to do what we need to do for you. But you can't die leti. He poison for jade anywhere. We will do that one. Because one of the reasons why a lot of ministries are not flourishing is either consciously or unconsciously we are eating poison. Page 39 in your manual. When God gives you a ministry, He made that ministry to experience multiplication. Okay, this is the process. Number one, God calls a man. He gives that man a ministry. If the man is faithful, He gives him multiplication. The ministry begins to multiply like we thought. It begins to flourish. And when the ministry flourishes, if the man is still faithful to God and is not eating poison, the ministry begins to flourish. In other words, it becomes a movement. That even without your effort, branches are opening up. Thousands are coming. It becomes a movement. But you know what? Most church leaders, at that point, they start eating poison. And that movement of God becomes a monument. It becomes a story. In Lagos here, you can cite examples. Either big ministries or small ministry. People that eat poison of ministry. And the ministry become lame duck. Oh, I remember one now. Pastor Daniel knows that ministry very well. In fact, he was in that ministry before. It was his senior brother who had the ministry. And you know, in a few times, people were coming. There was one guy in that small fellowship. This guy, he has the gift of evangelism. If he goes out, he will gather people. On a Sunday, sometimes he brings 10 people to church. And the church was flourishing. There was an army officer who donated his house to be used as a base, as a foundation, as a fellowship center. But you know what? This young man that leads this ministry, he has problem with anger. So one day, he got angry. In church, and he called that army officer. You are sacked. Stop coming to this church. You are in the name of the Father, of the Son, and Holy Ghost. You are no more a member of this church. Somebody you are using his house. And the guy said, me? He said, yes, you. Who are you? Said, even if you are an officer of Nigerian Army, can you shoot me? I am a pastor. I am the owner of this ministry. Of course, that's the beginning of the end. And that brother that was winning souls, that gift of magnetizing souls to church, he stood him up. You are crazy. Who do you think you are? You think you can shine more than me? So you are bringing souls. For what? You think I will make you a leader? It's a lie. In the name of the Father, of the Son, of the Holy Spirit, I excommunicate you. That's how the ministry closed down. Because when that brother left, all that followed him to church did what too? So you remember what I said? Sheep follow shepherd. They left. Today, that brother is managing somebody else's ministry. And there are many ministries like that. There are things we do with poison. Poison of ministry. So let's look at it. Of course, under number 8 there, Bible standard. In every ministry, God has a standard. God has a standard for everybody. God has a Bible standard. You can see that either from Old Testament to New Testament. When God told Moses to build the tabernacle, he said, build it according to pattern that I show you. So meaning that we are not to do ministry in our own terms, but in his terms. There's a pattern, Bible pattern, scriptural pattern, Holy Spirit pattern, Jesus pattern to do ministry. Follow his pattern, not your own pattern. Don't follow one denomination. You see it in Hebrews chapter 8 verse 5. It's there if you read it. In Acts chapter 7 verse 44. It's there if you read it. If you track back to Exodus chapter 25 verse 40. It's there. He kept repeating. Do it according to the pattern. The pattern. The pattern that I show you. So if you want your ministry to flourish, you must follow divine pattern. You can't just do, this is the way Geo say it. This is the way Papa say it. This is the way Bishop say it. This is the way. No. That may not be Bible pattern. Because to them, the end justifies the means. But to God, the end doesn't justify the means. God is interested in the means to the end. God is interested in how you walk it. You know, when we were in primary school, you remember? We do wuru to the answer. You remember? You don't know the equation. But a friend whisper the answer to you. So what you do? You just plus it and minus everything. Bam! You write the answer. A very good teacher will come back to you and say, oh yeah, come on Francis. Yes, this is the answer. But tell me how you arrive at that answer. That's God. He's interested in how did you arrive at that result. It's not enough to say, I thank God for my ministry. I have so and so cars. I've just come back from London. How did you get there? What's the process? Because God is a God of process. Hello. Then let's look at poison now because of time. If you read Judges chapter 16, verse 15 to 21, you remember Samson. He's a Nazarite. And he had a vow. A Nazarite must not touch an unclean thing. A Nazarite must not touch a dead animal. A Nazarite must be separated to God because his head must not be shaven. His body is holy unto the Lord. He must not involve in immorality because he's a Nazarite. He's a vessel unto the Lord. But you know, for many years, Samson ate the poison of his calling. It was not with Jezebel. What's the name? Delilah. It was not with Delilah Samson started with. In fact, Samson has fallen many years before he got to Delilah. I'll show you. Did you remember me saying that? As a Nazarite, you don't touch a dead thing. It's part of the vow. But you remember, many years ago, Samson killed a lion. And when he killed the lion, he put him by the side of the bush. The Bible said the third day, when he was coming back, he checked out the lion, a dead lion. He saw honey inside. And he took the honey. And he was eating. The Bible says he even gave to his father. And his father ate. Did you see the language the Bible said? He said when he ate that honey, his eye opened. When you do evil thing, your eye will open to evil thing. That's why he started falling. That's why he had the poison. So by the time he got to Delilah, he was spiritually weak to resist. Sometimes when you eat the poison of your ministry, that doesn't mean things will not still go on. Things will still go on well. And judgment will not fall immediately. Oh, you forget the book of Ecclesiastes that says, because sentence against this evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore, the heart of the children of men is set in them to do evil. Because some people will say, Esther, if I'm eating the poison of my calling, why is it that I'm still seeing result? Wait. The illustration I can give to you. You know, in your room, where your ceiling fan is blowing at number 5, the highest. Please, correct me if I'm wrong. The moment you off the ceiling fan, is it that exact moment that it stop rolling? Even when you off it, it's still rolling. But if you observe it very well, the rolling, after you stop it, it's different to the rolling when it was on. When it was on, it was moving by power. But when you off it, it begins to roll, but anti-clockwise. Or you are driving a car and you run out of fuel and you are in a slope. So you disengage the gear and you off the engine. But the car is still doing what? It's still moving. But it's moving. It's not propelled again. The power is shut off, but it's still moving. But as it's moving, it will be moving. But gradually, slowing down until you stop, finally. That's the way it happens in ministry. When you eat the poison of ministry, the ministry doesn't stop in a day. It doesn't close shop. It will still be moving. But God is no more there. Look at the power of poison in your life and ministry. A poison is a substance. Okay. Before I go there, I need not to read that Mark chapter 16. I want to draw something out there. Because some people who know their Bible very well, they will go and be thinking about that. So let's go there. Mark chapter 16, verse 17 and 18. It says that, and these signs shall follow them that believe. In my name shall they cast out devils. They shall speak with new tongues. Verse 18. They shall also take up serpents. And if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick. And they shall what to? You know, some people read that verse. And they start drinking poison. You know, some people read that verse. And remember, they call them snake shamans. There are some churches in America where the preacher brings snake to the pulpit and say the Bible says if we hold any deadly thing, it shall not hurt us. Snake has killed many of them. The one the Bible is talking about here is that unknowingly, if you drink any deadly thing, maybe it's the work of the enemy. The enemy poisoned the food, and you didn't know. Like the one that happened to Apostle Paul on the eyes of one eye, that they had a shipwreck. I think around Acts of Apostles chapter 27, and they were there. He was gathering firewood, and a viper came out and smote him, and the villagers expect him to die, but he didn't die because he didn't know there is a viper in the woods. Not that you deliberately drink poison. When you do it deliberately, hello. I need to clarify that. Yes, sir. I need to clarify that for you. Not the one you deliberately. Even unknowingly now. You know, just last week, we read a story in the papers of a young girl of 17 years that drank insecticide and she died at Igodo there. She's a 17-year-old and she met a boy in the market. She's the only daughter of her father. And even after the father married 5 wives, none of them give birth. It's only her mother that gave birth to her. And the father decided that, and the mother died. So the daughter was living with the grandma, and she saw a boy in the market, and they befriend each other. And the boy came and prostrate for grandma that I want to marry your daughter. Grandma said the girl is too young. But the guy went and slept in the boy's house, and they have combined service. And behold, the yam start to grow inside her. You don't understand? But when the grandma discovered that she was pregnant, the grandma started messing her, started lashing her, started beating her. In fact, drove her out of the house. And out of frustration, she drank poison. And lo and behold, she's dead. But before she died, she wrote a note that his grandmother killed her. She drank it deliberately. So she and the unborn baby died. Whereas, last week also, we read another report of a compound where there's a family living, about 4 children, husband and wife and 4 children. They had a tenant, a young man. So one day, the father of those 4 children and the tenant, bachelor, they had a quarrel. And the father called him a poor guy. And the guy decided, I'm going to revenge. What he did was that he watched the woman very well. She left her soup to go inside. Before she come back, he had poured insecticide, poisoned the soup. What saved the day was that when the woman came, she was about to taste the food. She smelled an insecticide. That's what saved the day. And when they asked him, why did you poison the soup? He said, he called me a poor man. So I want to kill him and his children and his family. And the way he wants to do that is to poison the soup. It's dangerous to live in face me and slap you houses. But that's not where I'm going. A poison is a substance that can cause death or serious illness. If you eat it, you drink it, or you smell it. There's some poison that you don't need to drink it. You only need to smell it. And you wake up dead. Like a poisonous glass. It is also an emotional idea that makes you behave sickly or badly. Now look at it. You don't take poison deliberately except you want to commit suicide. Most poison don't kill instantly, but gradually attack the systems of the body. Pray for yourself. May I not eat poison. Okay? There are general ministry poisons and particular to some ministries and ministers. Yes. And I'll soon get there for you. 2, ministry poisons are things you do and the mistakes that lead to retrogression. You should understand that. So when I'm saying poison in ministry context, I'm talking of things you do, knowingly or unknowingly, the mistake you made that will kill your ministry. Ministry poison leads to breakaway, losses, and downward spiral. Leadership poison leads to ineffectiveness, incompetence, stagnation. Let's run ahead. Different kinds of ministry poisons. Flip it over. There are general ministry poisons that have gradually ruined and snubbed life out of many ministers and their ministries. I can do a whole teaching on each one of them. But because we want to pray, let's just be running through them. Number 1, when you run ministry without heavenly vision, but personal ambition, it's a poison. You are ambitious. You are ambitious. I hope you understand that it's a difference between vision and ambition. Vision comes from God. Ambition comes from men. It's a poison. There's a ministry in Cameroon. I know the people involved in that ministry. In fact, some of them are my friends. And the owner of that ministry is a great man of God. He's late now. He wrote many wonderful books. In fact, when I was growing up as a Christian, I read his book on fasting and prayers. And it blessed me. But you know, when he was about to die, he wrote the name of the man that would take over the ministry, whom God showed to him. He wrote that name down in a diary in his office. But when he was sick, somebody who was ambitious among his workers broke to that office, canceled that name, and put his own name there. And nobody knew. When he died, when they will announce the name, lo and behold, it was the person that was hated most in that ministry, but who was ambitious. Today, that ministry has broken into about different 4 ministries. They have a ministry in Lagos here. I know the people involved. I know the story. That was a church of 18,000 members. Today it has whittled down because somebody was ambitious. So a kiss ministry is a poison. Number 2, adultery and fornication is a poison of ministry. It's a general poison. What can I tell you? Many ministers we promise. We promise. That's the poison they ate. And they finished them. Pride. ego, show off. You are too proud for your own liking. You are too garrulous. You think in terms of me, myself, and I. Me, myself, I. That's the way you think. You don't think in terms of God, people, others. No, you think in terms of me, myself, I. Well, it's a poison. Gimmicks and abuses. Yeah. We practice a lot of abuse. We take people for granted. We rule over them. We dominate them. We only see people as suffering, as tight, and whatever. Not people with eternity in their lives. It's a poison. Well, you can read the rest. When you are untruthful, when you are deceitful, when you say good morning, people have to look out because it might be in the evening. Nobody trusts you. You don't trust anybody. You speak from both sides of the mouth. You promise what you cannot do. You do what you did not promise. Oh, it's a big poison. Now destroy your ministry. Simply because you have the microphone. People bow down to you. You think they will follow you forever. It doesn't happen that way, sir. Let me mention. When you use people, when you dump people, it's a poison of ministry. When you hang on, when you should give up, it's a poison of ministry. When you don't develop anybody, you don't train anybody, you are the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning of your ministry and the end of your ministry will die before you die, oh. Hello? When you kill gifts and graces, I've jumped out of your outline. I started saying things that are not in your outline. When we don't want anybody to develop gifts and graces in your church. If they say somebody is doing a ministry, like somebody said it in this August, he said it in their convention. He said, this denomination, we don't welcome any ministry. Yeah. It's a poison. Take it from me, it's a poison. Because it is the Holy Spirit that deposited gifts in his church. Deposited gifts in people. And when we use evangelists, we only make them to do pastoral work. And then we use pastors as evangelists. We are killing church, oh. Hello. Wrong foundation is another poison. You started your ministry with lies, with deceit, with breakaway. You never receive prayers. You never receive. You broke somebody. You pull people down just to build your own house. Who assure you that storm will not carry your building? Oh, when you are a politician and you do what I call administrative Satan, it's a poison of ministry. That simply means you don't care for anybody. There's no welfare for anybody. I was telling a story this morning, and it's a true story. Because by God's grace, I'll write a book before next year conference. I'll call it Abusive Pastors, Abusive Churches. I'll share with you stories upon stories, true stories. You know me by God's grace. I'll tell you true stories. The way we abuse people today in church, I'm not saying you are lashing out at people with your mouth. That's not the abuse I say. But if you read your Bible, 1 Corinthians chapter 9, Paul says that I will not abuse my power in the gospel. As senior pastors, as leaders, we abuse our power. Administratively, we abuse it. We use administration to deal with people we don't like. Financially, we abuse our power. We corner all the money of the church, and we don't spend it on what God said we should spend it on, but we spend it on me, myself, and I. We abuse people emotionally. We take advantage of them. We hurt them. We abuse people sexually. You sleep with somebody's wife, somebody's daughter, somebody's this, somebody's that. Abuse, oh, and several others. Yes, sir. Bitterness and unforgiving spirit is a poison of ministry. You carry bitterness in your heart. You carry unforgiveness in your heart. Somebody did something. You say, I will never forgive. You get angry. And your anger, it's like when thunder is striking. And when you are speaking under anger, you speak the way a vehicle behaves when the silencer is broken. And mama to the silencer, but you and that's the way some of us behave when we are angry. When we are speaking. And somebody came to the office yesterday. I was even sleeping in the morning, preparing for here. I was sleeping. Me and some of my staff were there. Then I woke up. I was hearing somebody's noise in the reception. So I have to go out and say, And what's he saying? He's only talking on the phone, no. He's only talking on the phone. You didn't know you are in an office. If you are talking like this on the phone. Hello. Wrong ordination is also poison of ministry. You know, some of us go to so many places, go to so many conferences. They ordain us. They lay hands on us. I was watching one on Facebook recently. Somebody organized a school of ministry. And before you know it, he's ordaining people. He's laying hands on people. I said, what kind of nonsense is this? And I saw young ministers putting down their head. Somebody you don't know. You don't know his lifestyle. You don't know anything. You only hear what he's saying. Don't you know ordination is transference of Oriburuku Atorire? Because your ministry will never rise higher than the one who ordains you. And many of us, our head is so near the ground. The above mentioned are general poisons of ministry. There are also poisons that are particular to each minister and ministry, such as breaking God's covenant for your life. I remember a minister says that God gave him a covenant that the day he slept with another woman, that's the day his ministry will finish. And the day he slept with another woman other than his wife, his ministry collapsed. Yes. God can give you a particular covenant. Don't do this, oh. You do it, you are gone. And you know that's why the devil will go and stay and be pushing you and pushing you and pushing you and pushing you until you will do it. Going where he never sends you. That's another poison. God can say, don't ever go where I did not send you. But your leader will say that's where you should go. And if you go, you die there. Walking where he did not send you. Yes, so I didn't send you to that place, but they transfer you there. So you are between the devil and the blue sea. So what do we do? Marry whom he told you not to marry. Did you hear that one? That's another poison of ministry. God said, don't marry her. Don't marry him. You say, lie. I can't endure again. This temptation is too much. I must marry. Go ahead, though. I often told you the story of a brother whom the wife went to church on Sunday morning and she did not wear a pint. And she sat on the altar and opened her lap. Yes. It happened at Ajangbadi there. And they were using a school hall. There were about 35 people in that church. Because over the weekend, the husband slapped her and slapped her. They had a fight. They fought. This place was black. This place was blue. Yes. I remember I went to the house. I tried to mediate. Because a member of mine was living in that house. So she's the one that came to call me. I tried to mediate. I remember the woman telling me, Pastor, go. He beat me black and blue. You will hear that church don't close down. That church don't close down. I said, please, madam. She said, I said that church don't close down. Pastor, may I go? I went dejectedly. On Tuesday, I heard what happened. She went to the pulpit on Sunday before anybody arrived and sat on the altar and wear spaghetti skirt and put one leg in the south and put the other in the north and open up the CNN. When people were coming to the church, they looked, they said, yay! He said, man, I can't see free television. Now, waiting pastor they do for us with that. People ran away. People ran away. They met people who are coming on the road. Don't see nonsense. My eyes shall not behold imagination. My eyes shall not behold my abomination. They ran away. But that's not where I'm going. On Tuesday, I met a pastor. I said, how How is the quarrel with your wife? He said, my church don't close down. I said, what happened? He said, my wife don't close down my church. How? She was the one who described for me what the wife did. I said, yeah, she did that. He said, that woman don't get shame. He said, how we go do that now? Then he made a comment. He said, and God warned me that I should not marry her. I said, you? So God warned you? He said, yes. I said, how? He said, 3 days to the wedding. To the traditional wedding. He prayed and the best man. And the Lord spoke to him that if you want your ministry to survive, don't marry that woman. But you know, sometimes when you are so close to God, you handle God as if he's the age mate of your father. He said, God, what's your problem? What is your problem, God? All these years, when I was preparing, I was saying I will marry this woman. You didn't speak. So 3 days to my in-law, I bought everything. I bought the clothes. I bought the yarn. Everything Bola. Everything dowry. I bought it. So you are now telling me, you wait till now, telling me not to marry her. I will marry her. Do your worst. I said, you? He was telling me by the side of the road. I said, you? No wonder that church have not closed down. In fact, it should have closed down many years ago. God warned you. Either late or early. You should thank him that he warned you. He said, my brother, I didn't know. Nobody tell me. And see you, all the 5-6 years we married, there was no issue. And eventually, the woman finished her life. Stand up on your feet. I don't know the poison you have eaten. It comes in different stages and different ways. But I want us to pray. There are many. But there's a good news there. The Lord can purge you. The Lord can wash you. The Lord can cleanse you. You know, one of the poison we eat, we put power brokers. We sell church position to them. Abi? We sell church position to power broker. I remember somebody was coming to church growth many years back. And he went and started a ministry at Alaba. So one day he came to me. He said, sir, this your church growth is working on. I said, we thank God. It's working. He said, I started the ministry. He even invited me. I remember. I went there to preach. And I gave him some tips. Then you know one day, the day he was telling me, he said, I start a strategy. You can teach it in your church growth. I said, let me hear. He said, I went and called businessmen at Alaba that they should donate money and I'll give them church position. And at the end of Sunday service, we'll be sharing the money. I said, I can't teach that one, no. I can't teach that one. I said, this businessman, I said, so the church is a business center now. And he said, it's the people who brought the money. When they brought the money, they invite their friend, they invite everybody. We do the place very well. We carpet it, we rug it, we put AC, so that at the end of the day, we share the offering. I said, I can't teach that one. I can't. I said, okay, he was disappointed. I said, okay. You know what we'll do? Let's see you. Let's give it 2 years. Let's see, maybe it work. After 2 years, then I can go and teach it to others. And you know, and I'm gather, not up to 2 years. Not up to 2 years. One Sunday they were sharing money. One person pulled out gun. That Sunday you took more than me. The other Sunday you took more than me. This one pull out gun. The other one pull out gun. Benny. I say, hey. So it is armed robbers together. And you know today, he moved to South Africa. He moved to places, so he had branches. So all of them has closed down. Except one. He moved to a certain part of the country. Now, I won't say it because some people might get offended. He's in the village now. Recently, he sent to me. He says, sir, I don't know where my ministry got it wrong. This growth is no more working for me. I didn't answer. I said, I will pray. Oh. Because, you know, sometimes you don't need to tell people the truth. They know the truth. Did I teach you to go and gather armed robbers? I didn't teach you that. But say it's no more working for me. If it's not working for me, you are the one that got it wrong. Because it worked in the Bible. And I have thousands of people that it has worked in their life. Raise up your right hand. Every poison of ministry that I have eaten, I vomit them today. I vomit them today. I vomit them today. Open your mouth and pray in the name of Jesus.